Welcome to Grady College's Weekly Report. I'm David Hazinski. Today, we've got some very bad news about the job market for graduates, a look at some very good training workshops we've conducted, and a new addition to the Grady family, and you can probably tell what kind from this picture. But we're starting with the bad news, the recession causing a dim outlook for journalism graduates this year. The report comes from the Cox Center's annual survey of journalism and mass communication graduates put together by Cox Center Director Lee Becker and Associate Director Tudor Vlad. The report shows that only 6 in 10 graduates had full-time employment 6 to 8 months after graduation. These are the lowest employment numbers in the 23-year history of the survey. Center Director Becker says the only good news, if you want to call it that, is that it wasn't worse.
Well, the stable salaries are good news. There's another little piece of good news, and that is that minorities didn't suffer in the market disproportionately. In fact, the gap between the level of employment for minorities and for non-minorities closed a bit from last year. You know, one thing that certainly was worth being concerned about was that the market would be more harsh for minorities. That turned out not to be the case.
The Cox Center surveyed about 2,500 graduates who received their bachelor's and master's from 86 universities around the country last year. There's a lot more research going on at Grady. Grady's Kay Sweetser has co-authored 2 articles, both for the same magazine. The first is entitled A PR Practitioner's Use of Social Media Tools and Communications Techniques, and it's about how PR professionals are using social media tools to get their messages out. The second looks at job satisfaction for public relations interns, basically what they're getting from their on-the-job experience. Now, both articles appear in Public Relations Review, one of the big publications in the field. Now, those bad job numbers I talked about earlier didn't affect a group of college newspaper editors who want to get into the business. More than 60 editors from college campuses in 29 states were at Grady for the annual management seminar for college news editors. These students sharpened all kinds of skills, from creating video to financial management to how to cover campus events. They even staged one for practice, a bomb scare to learn how to cover real ones better. Some high school journalists were also learning about filing stories for different platforms, but they spent a week here doing it.
Hi, I'm Keno Jones.
And I'm Josie Ron. We're reporting to you today from the old college at the UGA campus.
This is part of a television newscast they put together during that week to learn how it's done. It's called the Grady Gridiron. More than 70 students from around Georgia learned about 7 core areas of journalism, things like photography and graphics. The workshop is put together by Joe Dennis and the Georgia Scholastic Press Association as a service and outreach activity of the college.
More people than ever before are getting their entertainment news from TV's most provocative entertainment news show, Showbiz Tonight, HLN.
You still see promos every day for the headline news primetime entertainment program Showbiz Tonight, but you probably noticed you haven't seen co-anchor and Grady alumna Brooke Anderson for a while. That's because of this. This is a shot of Brooke at the Oscars, clearly close to giving birth. She's now done that and is off for a few months to start raising that baby. Brooke gave everybody a look at the new child on her own program, Calling In From Home. The baby's name is Kate Victoria Walker. We understand she's a very smart girl, and we expect to see her in classes soon. And that's all for this week's report. We'll leave you with more pictures of the Georgia Scholastic Press Association High School Workshop.